Hi guys, my name is Dr. Yuande and I'm going to be talking to you about the 11 mistakes you make when you're brushing your teeth. Brushing your teeth is something that we all start doing from a young age. When you're younger, you often need assistance from your parents, but as you get older, you eventually learn how to do it yourself. But has it ever occurred to you that you could be making mistakes when you're brushing your teeth? Well, don't worry, I'm sure a lot of people are in the same position. So I'm going to be going through the 11 mistakes you make when you're brushing your teeth. So I hope you guys learned something today and we'll get right into it. Number 1, not brushing your teeth twice a day. Unfortunately, a lot of people only brush their teeth once a day. This is really bad for your teeth because you need to make sure that you're cleaning off all the bacteria, because if you leave the bacteria, it can become plaque. So you might ask, what is plaque? So plaque is basically communities of bacteria that live on your teeth. So you need to make sure you're brushing to make sure they don't stay there. Because if they stay there, they become very hard and become calculus, which is tough to remove and you need a dentist to remove that. So you can just avoid all of that by brushing twice a day, once in the morning and once before you go to bed. So before your head hits that pillow, remember to brush your teeth, because if you don't, you'll be making a lot of bacteria in your mouth very happy. Number 2, not using a fluoride toothpaste. So research from the Oral Health Foundation shows that 25% of people do not brush with a fluoride toothpaste twice a day. So fluoride is a key component in toothpaste. It's really good because it helps strengthen your teeth and prevent tooth decay. It does this in 2 ways. Firstly, by protecting the enamel. So teeth are made up of 3 layers. You have your enamel, which is the white outer layer that we all see. We have your dentine, which is in the middle, which is yellow, and this is often where you get sensitivity. And then you have your pulp, which is right in the middle, and it's where all your nerves are, so that's where you usually get pain. So what happens is that the bacteria, they love sugar. So whenever you have anything with sugar in it, which is a lot of things, they take the sugar and produce acid. So this acid demineralizes, which means it makes it weaker, makes your enamel weaker. So what we need is the fluoride to come in and make it strong again. Secondly, fluoride can reverse the process of tooth decay before it gets worse. So I'm sure some of you guys have had tooth pain before. That's because the bacteria have actually creeped in through the 3 layers of the tooth and they've reached your nerves, which is why you're in pain. But you can reverse that process and stop it from getting worse by using a fluoride toothpaste twice a day. So make sure after you've had your sweet treats, protect your poor enamel by using fluoride toothpaste. Number 3, brushing horizontally instead of circular motions. This is another common one. A lot of people think the best way to brush your teeth is by constantly moving your toothbrush back and forth. But this isn't the most effective way, and it can actually cause gum recession in the long term. The most effective way to brush your teeth is to brush in circular motions along your gum line. So if you have a manual toothbrush, just make sure you're brushing in circular motions. If you have an electric toothbrush, this is even better because it does all the hard work for you. So you just have to leave your toothbrush on your tooth and it already brushes in circular motions. So make sure that you're brushing your teeth twice a day in circular motions. Number 4, brushing at the wrong angle. So it's really important that you've got your toothbrush angled along your gum line, approximately a 45-degree angle. Obviously, I don't expect you to go and get your protractor out and start measuring 45 degrees because no one's going to do that. But just make sure that your toothbrush is angled because a lot of food can get trapped underneath the gums. So you need to make sure you're effectively removing all that bacteria and dirt, because if you don't, that can lead to bleeding gums. And I'm sure none of you guys want that. So make sure you've got the right angle. Number 5, not brushing for 2 minutes. So according to some research done by Bupa Dental Care in 2018, they found that 22% of people skip brushing their teeth altogether if they're in a rush. And a lot of people don't even brush for up to 2 minutes. It's often less than 1 minute. So my advice to you is to make sure that you're brushing for at least 2 minutes twice a day. That's 2 minutes twice a day, okay? If you can't gauge how long 2 minutes is, then feel free to get your smartphone out and just time how long it takes you to brush your teeth to make sure you're hitting that 2-minute mark. Number 6, brushing too hard. Some people think that the harder they brush, the whiter their teeth will become. However, this is far from the truth. Aggressive brushing can lead to abrasion, sensitivity, and root surface exposure, so you don't want to be brushing your teeth too hard. It's important to find the perfect balance, because if you brush too hard, this can wear away your enamel. If you remember, that is the outer layer of your tooth, the white part that you can see. And that will expose the dentine, which is in the middle, and it actually looks darker. So if you're brushing too hard, you can actually make your teeth look darker in the process, and it will be more sensitive. So it's important to find the perfect balance. That is key. Number 7, rinsing your mouth with water straight after brushing your teeth. Almost every single person that I mention this one to is completely shocked because they've literally been rinsing their mouth with water ever since they started brushing their teeth. Well, if you think about it, it's actually counterproductive because, as I mentioned at the start, if you remember, fluoride is the key ingredient in toothpaste that makes your teeth stronger. So if you're rinsing all this goodness, all this fluoride away from your teeth, how are your teeth going to get the benefit? I always use the analogy that it's like marinating chicken overnight. You put all those seasonings in to make sure that it goes into the chicken. So the same way with toothpaste, you want to make sure that fluoride is seeping into your enamel and taking in all that goodness. So make sure that after you brush your teeth, don't use water, okay? I know it's a bit uncomfortable to have like toothpaste around your mouth or your tongue. You can use water to wipe around your mouth and your tongue, but avoid your teeth because you want your teeth to get as much fluoride as possible. Number 8, using mouthwash straight after brushing. So this is very similar to number 7. If you're using mouthwash straight after brushing, this has a lower concentration of fluoride than actual toothpaste. So again, you're just rinsing away all that goodness, which we don't want, okay? So the best thing to do is to use mouthwash at a different time of the day. So for example, after you finish eating, when you're relaxing, or if you're just about to go out. Number 9, not brushing your tongue. It's really, really important that you're brushing your tongue because right at the back of your tongue is where all the sulfur-producing bacteria live, and it smells really bad behind there. So make sure that you're using your toothbrush to brush your tongue to get rid of all that bacteria, because if you don't, it can lead to bad breath, also known as halitosis, and I'm sure none of you guys want that. So make sure you're brushing your tongue. I know some people might have a strong gag reflex and they might not be able to tolerate brushing their tongue that far back. If you do, then you can use a tongue scraper, which could be easier to tolerate. Number 10, not flossing. So let me ask you a question. When last did you floss? Today? Yesterday? Last month? Never? If that's you, you're not actually brushing 40% of the surface of your tooth because that's in between. So you need to make sure that you're brushing all surfaces because not brushing in between your teeth is equal to not actually brushing 9 whole teeth, okay? I use the analogy of cleaning your car. If you're cleaning your car, you're not just gonna clean the front and the back, you're also gonna clean the sides as well. So do the same with your teeth because bacteria can be very, very sneaky and they love to live in between your teeth, and that's the area that people get tooth decay because they're not brushing that area. If you see blood when you're flossing, then that's a sign of gum disease. I don't want to scare you guys, but that's just an early sign. But you can reverse this by making sure you're flossing and brushing twice a day and just focus on that area more, and then you'll see less blood, okay? So make sure you are flossing. If you're not a fan of string floss, you can also use interdental brushes. If you want to find out more about how to floss, how to brush your teeth, I'm going to have some videos on my YouTube channel, which is Yuande Dental. You can find the link in the description box below. Last but not least, number 11, keeping your toothbrush for too long. A lot of people leave their toothbrush for so long and they don't even bother to change it. It's really important that you're changing your toothbrush every 3 to 4 months. You can also notice when it needs changing, when the bristles are frayed. So when you see your bristles are starting to fray, that is a sign that you need to change your toothbrush, okay? Because you don't want all that bacteria building up on your toothbrush. A lot of people leave their toothbrush in the bathroom, often next to the toilet, and bacteria can travel, people. So make sure you're changing your toothbrush. So there we have it, guys. 11 common mistakes you make when you're brushing your teeth. I really hope you guys learned something from this video and you start implementing it straight away if you want to keep your teeth for the rest of your life, which I'm sure you do. And a big thank you to Black Girls Brunch for allowing me to speak on their channel. I really appreciate you guys and all the work that you're doing, and I hope you guys continue to flourish. And lastly guys, if you ever want to find out any more information about oral hygiene, feel free to check out my Instagram, which is Dr. Yuande Dental, and my YouTube channel, which is Yuande Dental. Alright guys, have a lovely day and